Good afternoon. We're back with this Japanese, all Japanese parts, but USA 60s looking Fender Strat neck refret. Neck's all ready to refret, and I'm going to refret with something different today. I bought myself last week an arbor press because it wasn't ideal putting frets in with a drill press. It was going all over the place. So I thought I need an arbor press. So I went and bought an arbor press. I'd already got the fret coils and the fitment in there, and I had to come see my friend Clive Eastwood over at Beaver Guitars there because he had the tool to drill into the arbor so we could fit this, and we've got a screw on it in the back there, and it works like so. I've gone and adapted a piece of wood just for the base with a piece of wood inside to fit into the slot like so. This gubbin's here, nice tight fit, and that is the way you see. When I refret, I do that. Now, when I get to this bit where the heel is, it's going to be really easy because it's going to hold level. We're going to be level, and I can do it. When it comes to working underneath this area, where it's slightly, you know, down there, we're just going to put a piece of card under there just to do that. But when it gets to the middle frets, not ideal, like I say, but I will adapt something and build brackets and tools for this in due time. And when it comes to doing these frets here, what I'll do is I'll remove this, blah 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 blah, and we'll just do it on there like so. So it's always going to give us room. Absolutely fantastic. The frets are going to go in nice and straight. I've got my fret bending tool here. I'm bending them as I do them. So there's one already done. I'm using Hosco Super Jumbo fret wire, 18% nickel silver, hard this stuff. And I'm going to bend it as I need it. Got plenty there to do the refret. And I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to bend it as I need it. I'm gluing the frets in. I didn't realise I was running out of super glue. I am just about running out of super glue. So in future I might epoxy them in, I don't know yet, but I've got super glue there. So I'm going to go with that. I've got there's half a pot there, there's plenty to do that. So it's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just zoom in on the camera just to show you. This is going to work. Blah, blah. We'll get that out. You can see it from here anyway. But this is how we're going to work it. We're going to get the frets in, and we're going to bring it over and clamp down. Really, this is going to save me a lot of time. It's going to make my work a lot easier. And there you go, you can see it there. You've got the coil mechanism there that holds. I've got various coils, all different radiuses, or is it radii. I've got 7 1/4 on it at the moment. This is going to go down nice and straight. We'll just need this on the edge there. I'm going to get them in nice and straight like so. That's right in the centre. It's going to make my job so much easier pressing frets in. So I'm going to crack on with that this afternoon. I'm not going to film everything. You've seen it all before, doing many videos like this. But like I say, this is going to be it's going to save me so much time, and it's going to put frets in so much better. So I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to crack on with it. I'll come back with another update later. Right, good day. We're back with the 80's Japanese Fender, which came in for a refret with a Hosco Jumbo fret wire, the 3mm stuff. Refret's done. Went really well. This fret press makes a big difference. I don't have a problem with fret press, whereas this bolt that holds in the coil jig there, it actually snapped, so I had to re-drill. I put in a 5mm steel bolt, which is going to be a lot better. I've managed also to get this relatively tight. We've got a bit of adjustment if we want it, but for all intents and purposes we're going to always keep it level. And to get it level, what we'll do is, there you go, that's now level. And that's it, that's all set up now, ready for the next one. I'm going to show you the neck. It's absolutely beautiful. Remember we had a big divot in there. It was actually about 7mm long and about 3mm wide and about half a millimetre deep. Filled that in. There are no holes in this fingerboard. All the chips have been filled, fixed. Looks absolutely amazing. So what have we got to do now? Well, as you can see, I've attached it to my 30mm piece of MDF, which is drilled out for 4 screw and 3 screw guitars and basses. I've got it level on there. Now I'm going to remove the edges, file them all to the edge of the neck itself, and we're going to put the bevels in. Once the bevels are in, we're going to level the fingerboard. Once it's leveled, we're going to polish. Once we polish, that's it, we're going to stick it back on the guitar, we're going to set up the guitar. So still a lot of work to do on this. It's not a 5 minute affair. You know, it's many hours go into this type of job. That's why I like to spread the work out, take my time with it. So like I said, I'm going to crack on with that. It's Monday, first day of the week. I'm going to crack on with that. I don't know when it's going to be finished. Like I said, I'm going to take my time. I'm limited to the amount of hours I can do for one reason or another at the moment. So you know, we're going to plod on with it, and as always, or like always, I'll be back with an update as and when. Right, here we go, the 80's Japanese Strat that has been modified and altered to look like a 60's Strat. Obviously done the refret, done the fret level, did it all off camera. I've also just re-crowned the frets completely. So the fingerboard or the frets are now ready for final polishing. Beautiful big chunky frets. Let me just zoom in a bit. Just whiz you in here. These frets look massive. Hopefully that will. There you go. I think that's close enough there. They're absolutely huge. They're 3mm wide by 1.4 high. I've taken about 0.1 of a millimetre off the top because I've got them all absolutely level now. They're beautifully crowned. So like I say, all I've got to do now is the polish. Once the polish is done, I'm going to cut the new nuts from the. I've got used proper fender blanks made of cyclovac. It's a man-made material. I'll cut a new nut in there. Same job as the last job I did for Mike, and we'll get a new nut cut and we'll get the guitar all set up, looking absolutely beautiful. We've got a few burrs on these edges where the bevel is. I'll go across with a file, a flat file when I find it. We're knocking about somewhere. I'm just going to, yeah, this is the one. Here's my number 3 file, and I'll just remove these burrs off the edge here just before I get on with the polishing. So that's it. I'm going to crack on with the polishing, and that's really going to be it for now. So I'll come back with another update later. So here we are with this 80's Japanese Strat. All the polishing is done. I'm just going to whiz it off the ice there. Gone across as I normally do with 4 different grits of paper, 1000, 1200, 1500 and 2000 grit. Finish off wire wool. It looks, these frets look absolutely amazing. Bring it a bit closer. Highly polished. They're all level, they look absolutely great. Nice big chunk is there. They're 3mm wide by 1.4 high. I imagine now I've levelled them off probably between 1.2 and 1.3mm high. So they're nice and high, nice and wide. The owner's going to love this. All that remains for me to do now is I'm going to install a new nut using, I've got some fender nut blanks made of cyclovac, man-made material. I'll cut a new nut, and we'll clean up the neck, the fingerboard. Obviously I'm going to take the tape off, get everything cleaned up, and we'll get the guitar all put back together. I'm going to show, before I even put the guitar back together, I'm going to show there's a big hole in here, a big divot, about 7mm long by about 3 or 4mm wide. And when I filled the chips and repaired all the chips on the fingerboard, I repaired that hole as well, so I've got that to show you again later. I'm a bit restricted by what I can do today for various reasons. One being I've got an appointment at 3:30 this afternoon, I've got another one tonight, plus I'm limited to the amount of work I can do at the moment because of, well, various reasons, but I am restricted in the amount of work I'm allowed to do right now. More about that later. So what I'm going to do is, anyway, I'm going to do what I said, get this all prepped, ready for getting back on the guitar, but before I put it on the guitar, I'll come back with another update, show exactly where we are, and it's going to be a good one. Hello again, back with this 80's Japanese Strat. I've got the neck back on, obviously, and I've started to cut the nut. Now what I do is, when I cut the nut from the blank, I cut it to size and I fine tune it till I've got the right width, and then what I do is, once I've got the groove started, I glue it in. And as you see there, the slots, the string slots are really deep, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the strings on there, make sure we've got the string slots at the right depth. If not, we'll cut them even lower than that, and then what we do is we're going to reshape the top. So you won't have those deep slots in there, they'll be flat to the top. You'll have half a string in, half a string out. So it's the way I do it. So I'm going to get on with that now. So I've got a set of strings, which I'm just about to put on. I just want to show the fretwork. There's the new frets. These are what I'd call super jumbo, 3mm wide by 1.4 high. Big frets these. It's what the owner wants. Absolutely beautiful. From the side, very nice indeed. Beautifully polished, level crown polished, fantastic. So like I say, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the strings on, We'll get the strings up to tension, then we'll get the neck set, and we'll have a look at the knot, and we'll cut and shape the knot accordingly. Next time you see this guitar, I imagine we'll all be set up and we'll be ready to go. I just want to show again that hole I filled in, which was there. It was about 7-8 mil long, 3 mil wide, half a mil deep. There you go, all gone. Beautiful, nice smooth fingerboard there now. Frets are beautiful, not cutting out the edges or cutting your fingers at the edges or anything. So that's it. Gonna crack on with that, and back in a bit. Good day. Here we are with the 80s Japanese Fender Strat. Customised and modded slightly to make it look like a 60s USA model. Guitar's all done. There's the nut if you want a closer look at that. Cut and shaped by hand, of course. Made of cyclovac. It's a Fender official nut. I'm going to show you a close up of the new frets. Super jumbo frets, Hosco fret wire, Japanese. It's 18% nickel silver, so it's very hard fret wire. Takes a bit more work, but I don't charge extra for that. Beautiful, 3mm wide by 1.4 high. I've skimmed a bit off the top, we're probably down to about 1.2. So that's it. Massive, massive frets, look at them. Let me give you, just put a finger on the fingerboard so you can have a measure. Gives you some idea of how big they are. They're about the biggest frets I'd put on a guitar. I've got 2 more to do with this fret wire some point in the future, so there you go. He's going to come and fetch it today. Beautiful looking guitar. Neck been sanded, that's sanded before. Got it a full setup, swapped a couple of these saddle screws because some were too long, were sticking right out the top, so I've changed them. Recommended string height above the 12th fret. Frets are beautiful and flat, been recrammed, been polished, looking absolutely beautiful. So that's that one done, ready to go. He'll be coming to pick that up sometime this afternoon. Oh, another thing I did, there were some divots and stuff on the fingerboard, especially one between the 3rd and 4th fret here. I filled that in, you'll see it there just about, filled it in, it's all smooth as anything. So that's it, we've got no chipping on the fingerboard anywhere. Looks beautiful, he's going to love this when he gets it back. So that's it, all ready to go. One little thing, we're putting wider, these tangs on these frets are a little bit wider, so it means I can't get a super amount of relief in this guitar, but there's enough relief in there. Neck's still pretty straight. I think he's going to absolutely love it. Plays without buzz or dings anywhere. So that's it, ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is get it back in its case. I'm going to let Mike know it's ready, and that's it. So another one done. So until next time, as always, be good to each other, and I'll see you soon.